Hello and welcome to my tutorial on computer vision. Before going into details of any project or any assignment, it would be a good idea to go through the setup required for the NVIDIA Jetson Nano board. What you see here is the list of the things that you need to go ahead and do the setup on the Jetson Nano board. So let's go through the list. Please see that you keep all these things handy before you going into the setup mode. So the very first thing here is the board itself, that is NVIDIA Jetson Nano Kit. You should buy it uh, from the one of the vendors or maybe from the Amazon itself. You can get it easily, and I would recommend 4 GB NVIDIA Jetson Nano board. Okay, so that's the first thing you should have. The next one is the micro SD card you should have, and you can go for 32 GB or 64 GB bare minimum. 32 GB should be there, but my recommendation is that you should go for 64 GB card. It should be a high speed micro SD card. The next one is the image that you want to flash to the SD card. Download this image, the latest image from the NVIDIA website, and keep it handy. Okay. The next is the SD card formatter. This you would need to format the SD card that you might be having. So go ahead and download and install it on your Windows machine. Then what we need is, I think this is recommended that you keep the Jetson Nano guide, because if you want to know details of what all things are there on the board, like where is the SD card slot, where is the DC supply barrel, all these things, if you want to know, just keep this PDF handy so that you can go and look into the details. The next one is the Balena Etcher software. This is what you need to write an image to the SD card. So download this software and install it on your machine. Then you need an extra computer, because we are going to do a headless setup. You don't need a monitor, keyboard or mouse, but you do need a extra computer to connect to the Jetson Nano board. Then what you need is a DC power supply. This is required to power the Jetson Nano board. So all these things please keep handy, and then we will move to the next step of actual flashing the image onto the SD card. Let's move ahead with the next step. Okay, so open the SD card formatter and then select the drive. Okay, in my case it is a E drive, so I'm selecting the E drive over here, and then you have to do formatting options, that is quick format, and just go ahead and format it. Okay, so here I'm going to format it. Okay, so this has formatted the card. So now after this, what we are going to do is we are going to flash the image onto the card. Okay, now let's go ahead and flash the image onto the SD card, micro SD card. So here I've opened the Balena Etcher, and we will go ahead and select the image first. Okay, so let me put this path. So this is the image that I have to select. This I have selected the image. Selected the image, then I have to select the target. Target is E drive over here, and you just need to click here, and then it is selected, and then you just need to click on flash. So it will start flashing, and it will take some time to flash this image onto the SD card. So till then I think we'll have to wait. So I'm just pausing this recording, and we'll come back once this card has been flashed with the image. Okay, so this is what you would see once the flash is completed. That is, your SD card is flashed with the OS image. Now let's move on to the next step, where we would be connecting the Nano board with the laptop and also powering it with the DC power supply. So let's move ahead with the next step. Okay, so this is the Nano board that I have, and I'll be connecting this to the laptop for headless setup. Now before that, I'll show you, this is the SD card that I have, which I flashed just now in our laptop, and this is ready for insert into this Jetson Nano board. So other than this, you should also have this the dongle, which is a Wi-Fi dongle. This is very cheap, available on the internet, or you can get it from the Amazon itself. So this Wi-Fi dongle also, you should have it handy. And then you should have a micro USB cable. This is the micro USB cable. You can see the one side of it is micro USB, and other side of this is the normal the USB, right? So these are all things you should have before we get into the connectivity details. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Now the first thing that you do is take this micro SD card, and then you have to go to this board and just insert it here. This is the slot that you have to insert. Okay, just go ahead. Okay, so you have to keep it like this. Go ahead and just gently press it. Okay, so this is done. So this is one part. Then take one of the USB port and put this Wi-Fi dongle over here. So this is what I'm putting. This is also ready now. The one important thing that you need to notice is that this is the power supply that I have, 4-volt power supply, and this has to be plugged into this DC barrel here. So you see this DC barrel over here, so this has to be plugged into this. So this I'll plug here. Now before, one more point, there is a jumper over here, so you need to connect this jumper over here, right? This one, this comes with the board itself. You just need to connect it over here, before doing anything else. So this is done. Now let me connect to the micro USB also to the laptop. Okay, so this is the micro USB port, and you just need to insert this micro USB on this side, and other side of it should be connected to your laptop. Okay, so just connect to the laptop. Just a minute. So here I think. Okay, so this is connected. Now you have connected your board to the laptop, and you have also inserted the micro SD card to the nano board. Now let's start the configuration. Also make sure that you have used or you have connected the Wi-Fi dongle to your Jetson Nano board for Wi-Fi connectivity. Let's begin now. First thing that you have to do is just go to the device manager on your laptop. I'm going to open the device manager in my PC, and in that just look for the ports over here. So here is the port. Now here you can see it is showing the USB serial device. Take a note of the port number here and just click on it and see if device is working properly. This is showing this device is working properly. Just take a note of the port number. It is COM3 in my case, and then we have to open a putty over here. So let's go and open the putty. I have a putty over here. I'm just going to open it. Just click on session over here and then click on serial over here, because you're going to use the serial port. Put your serial port number and the baud rate or the speed. You need to put it as 115.200 and say open. Now you have opened the console for configuration. So let's begin with the configuration here. Just click on OK. This will open licensing agreement. Just say OK. Then the first thing is the language you have to select. Select the language, tab out, and then move on. The country you have to select. Just select the country of your choice. Okay. Say OK. Then move to the next. That is, do you want to set the clock to UTC? If yes, say OK. Yes. Name, just put your name, and the username, just put your username. Then go and select your password. Confirm your password, and then for partition just keep it default value and move on. Okay, now internet connection that you have to do. So you are going to do the Wi-Fi connection. So I'm going to select this wireless Ethernet and OK, and this will show what are the wireless connections networks available. So select the one which you have, and yes, select, do the configuration, and then the password that you would have for connectivity to your Wi-Fi, just put that here. Okay, now it is trying to connect. Let's wait for some time. as it is saying. May take some time. Okay, now you have connected to the Wi-Fi network and you have to give the name to your Jetson Nano board. So in my case, I'm going to give it as AIML because I'm going to use it mostly for the AIML and computer vision. Let's say OK, and this is for the selection of the power mode. Keep it on the max mode if you are going to use it for the AIML. Our computer vision should just keep it on the max mode and move on with OK. Now it is installing the system and it may take a while to do that. So let's sit back. I'll pause this recording probably and then come back. So once it has installed the system, the putty will become inactive and then you have to go again and reconnect via the putty. So I'm just going to close this session and then again open the putty. So once you reopen the putty with this, the port that you have seen, and the port to which your Nano is connected, it will ask you for the login. So just give your login name and then password. I'm giving mine and let's see, yeah, I'm able to log in. Now I've been able to log into this Jetson Nano board using the USB connection, but in most of the time what you will do is probably you will try to log in using the Wi-Fi, right? So what you should do is just here check the IP that is allocated to your board, ifconfig, and see, look for the IP here. So the IP that is given over here is 192.168.1.5. So keep a note of this IP and then you can again now disconnect your Jetson Nano board from the USB and you can try to connect using the WinSCP by giving this IP. So that is how you should be able to connect to your Jetson Nano board remotely now. You don't need to put the USB. So that is how you have to configure this in the headless mode. So hope with this you would be able to use the Jetson Nano board in the remote mode. Thank you so much for watching. Next, what we will be doing is we will be coming up with now projects on the Jetson Nano board. Thank you so much again.